to be able to empathize with your wife, you have to have the ability to understand how do I hike to her heart. And to hike to her heart, it takes great questions, but simple. I want to understand how you're feeling right now. Please explain more. I want to know, how's your heart feeling right now when I just said that? Because I realized that your posture and your eyes look differently, and I don't want to say that again. I want to understand what your heart feels right now, what it needs from me today. Like, coach me. I want your emotions to coach me right now. I want to hear the heart of the problem, the heart of the solution from you. Like, I want to hear that. And when she talks, it's not about the little practical, I mean, practical matters, but it's about hearing that emotion she is saying. And once you grab that emotion, learn to take it and say it back and hear simply as, I hear you, and it sounds like to me you're feeling really sad and really hurt or not being prioritized. Is that right? That right there is golden. That's what they want us to do, is leaning in. When we used to lean out, we're going to lean in and let them know that we're willing to camp at the heart. And it might be a steep, steep mountain that we're climbing, but we're going to climb it, and you are worth it. And there's value there.
So just to illustrate this idea of what your wife is experiencing right now, we want to give you just a little bit of some imagery to think about to help you understand what your wife is experiencing. See, right now, your wife sees you as a threat. And her brain, and the way that our central nervous system works, is her brain doesn't understand the difference between a relational threat and an actual physical threat that could result in physical death. So right now, she's in this trauma state, in a flight space, in a self-protected mode, and she sees you, believe it or not, this might be really hard to hear, she sees you as the perpetrator holding a knife that could possibly harm her physically. So when you are interacting with her, we have to go into this kind of a mindset. We have to go into this kind of imagery and think about these things. She's looking at you like, I don't know, are you safe? Are you dangerous? Are you gonna try to stab me and kill me? Because my brain doesn't know the difference between a relational threat and a physical threat, and I'm gonna start backing up from you. I'm not sure if I can get close to you because I see you, you're holding that really big knife, and I am scared. So your wife has a tremendous amount of fear running through her bloodstream right now. And everything that she's doing is about protecting herself from that threat. And whether the threat is a relational threat or a physical threat, in her body, it doesn't know the difference. It's all the same.
And the only tool or strategy you have with that threat to diffuse that is empathy. Is recognizing emotions in her that needs to be verbally expressed outwardly. So then her mind says, whoa, he gets me. He actually understands me. And that is a healthy shock value that actually can awaken her from that fight or flight, I don't trust you, to, okay, now you grab my attention. Now you actually are hearing my heart. And I'm telling you, we've seen this with so many men. When they start empathizing and going heavy on empathy, is when they start seeing a different wife that wants to now no longer be the observer, but be actually be the participant in it. And so if we can learn to do that, it's great. Now we have journals, and something that we do with a lot of our men is if they struggle with this emotional intelligence, is we have journals where they can practice recognizing emotions in their own life, writing down their emotions and their thoughts. And this is something that you struggle with, we encourage you to get one of our journals that'll help you start practicing and building this muscle, because it's something that's really not born with. It's not born, it's formed. You get to form it, you get to build it up in that mind gym that we all need, right? And so we encourage you to do that if you're kind of having issues with it and you don't know where to start. That's a great way to get that today and build up that muscle for your marriage.
So guys, what we really want you to take away from this video more than anything is we want you to understand that your wife is in a completely fear-based reactionary response. And so when you show up in the relationship and you're interacting with her, is she going to experience you as the person holding the knife, or is she going to experience you as someone that's dropped the knife? Now, I know that you're a great guy. You're watching this video. You would never hurt your wife physically in a million years. So you're thinking, well, that doesn't make sense to me. I want you to understand that this is just it's like a symbolic representation to to help you understand what she's going through emotionally. So when you show up in the relationship and you have an opportunity to talk with her or interact with her, is she going to experience you as a threat? Because remember, her nervous system doesn't know the difference. Or is she going to experience you as someone that's very safe, very grounded, very calm, very trustworthy? And this is an opportunity to really hit it out of the park, to make sure in your mind that you metaphorically are not holding the knife. Hey guys, hopefully that video was helpful to your specific situation. If you are looking for more depth to the answers to what's going on in your own life, I want to let you know that we have a mastermind and a coaching group available to you if you want to dive deeper into the specifics of your situation and start looking at things that are going to be very relevant to you. Just contact us and we can kind of point you in the right direction.